Hi everybody, just another wee pumpkin there. I'm hoping it's a zombie one, it's a knobbly one for the grandchildren. It's pretty ugly looking, so hopefully hopefully the pumpkins, Gavin's saying the pumpkins are ugly, not the grandchildren. I just seen that with my grandchildren. And I've got some marrows in here, but I'll just pick them before they get too big because I don't really like them when they go too big. And under here, well, according to the stick, it's supposed to be a pumpkin, but it's looking very courgette-like looking, so I'm not sure. But we'll just leave it till we see what grows. And I've got I'm glad I can't see because I've got the leaf over another marrow in there. And Gavin, he does it every year. He plants in nasturtiums, and yeah, they're lovely. But they dwarf over his beans, so there is some beans going on in there. But the nasturtiums are taking over. And these tomatoes, considering they're outside, there's nothing, obviously, no tomatoes on them yet, but you never know, they're looking okay. And I've got this other pumpkin here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the plant growing and let it focus on there's a wee bee just pollinating that, so that's handy. And just focus on getting a couple of these. They're Atlantic Giant, so I'll be quite happy just to let a couple grow. There's actually 2 pumpkins in there, well, 2 plants. But the unfortunate thing is, I had noticed this. I should have topped up the soil more, so I'm just hoping it's not going to break off and I don't get any of these pumpkins because I want them. And up here, Gavin's beans are going over the fence. Your neighbour will be picking your green beans or runner beans, but they're looking pretty good, but there's none on yet. And they're starting to go over into the blueberries. And the sweet corn's actually looking alright, Gavin.
Is it? Good.
Well, it's survived the wind and the rain, and the kiwi fruit certainly took on a bit of growth, so it might take a wee while to establish.
Yeah.
But it's looking like there's more growth in it. And again, Gavin has planted his nasturtiums, and I have got a squash in here, but whether it'll do anything because the nasturtiums have took over. And in here, it's saying that's a blueberry plant, but it's looking pretty like something else. Got a few blueberries starting to change colour now, and this one's really nice. And hopefully by the time the grandchildren come visiting, they'll be all turned colour. There's a few turning, and Gavin's trying to make some sense of in here. Got nice flowers though, Gavin. I like these ones that's here, this thistle-like thing. But they're big massive leaves on your, what do you call it, the cabbage. And what's under there?
I've actually forgotten what's underneath there.
Forgotten?
Apart from weeds, I'm not sure.
I know, have a look. My hollyhocks are in here somewhere.
I can see them here.
Oh, that peachy one's quite nice. You can see it. But, and the sunflowers that you planted is done alright. But the weeds, it's the usual. No time. The wild carrot growing there. It does people that think that allotment isn't hard work, well, they're seriously wrong. Because there is a lot of hard work involved in keeping on top of the weeding. And the man that does the weeding for all the plots, he doesn't come into here, unfortunately. He's been warned not to come in by one of the men because he's frightened that he takes out some of the shooting. And these are the calyx. Now, they're like Brussels sprouts, so we're waiting on the little things growing because they're supposed to grow like Brussels sprouts, but they're not growing yet, Gavin. But the plant's massive, so are you just leaving that until we see what happens?
Yeah, why not? I'm not sure what we're supposed to be looking for.
And then, well, I know it's going to be like what's that, like that. It's on the Brussels sprout.
For just a little bit of thing.
But see, the Brussels sprouts are starting to get wee sprouts on them, and that's what I'm thinking. I can see if you look in, it's going to start happening. It's definitely going to happen. And you don't know what's under this net.
That's cauliflowers.
Oh, they went to seed.
That's went seed there, so I'm going to have to take that out. I'll get that out in a minute.
So next year we're just going to put maybe one big, like a fence thing up and a net over it, like what the guys have done down a bit, because it certainly makes it, you can see what's going on in the bit. So we're going to do that with a couple of the areas. And the globe artichoke, I wished I knew somebody that liked these, because this year there's tons of them, but once they flower they're really braw, so we'll just keep them till they flower. And I'm laughing at this teasel here because it's not even actually in a pot. I just dug up a clump of them and stuck them over there, and they're actually growing, so the birds like these and that, so I'll just be leaving them. And I did do a wee bit of the pipe on the fence here, but it's the same, it's not really deep enough. I've got lobelia and nemesia in here, the sweet peas and the Livingston daisies, but it's not really deep enough. And fair enough, we've been lucky because it's been wet every day, rained, but the nemesia is pretty. But we'll rethink this and maybe just do the pots. I've got sweet peas there, so maybe rethink that. I've got buddleia, and the angelica didn't grow here either in the pot, so not sure whether they just didn't like being in the pots. I'm not 100% sure. So we'll see. Gavin's going to pick some carrots, as I say, so we'll come back to you. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll update you later on. Bye bye.